They tweeted, quote, "The FBI has received credible information of a broad threat to synagogues in New Jersey. We ask at this time that you take all security precautions to protect your community and facility. We will share more information as soon as we can. Stay alert. In case of emergency, call police." This is a big deal. The FBI doesn't issue that kind of warning unless they have very specific information. The state on high alert, with the state's governor, Phil Murphy, tweeting out, "We are closely monitoring the situation and are working with local law enforcement to ensure that all houses of worship are protected." Now, this could be, don't know that it is, but it could be connected to other breaking news tonight. Because tonight, the New Jersey Nets announced that star point guard Kyrie Irving has been suspended for at least 5 games without pay over, quote, harmful impact of his conduct. Irving is a New Jersey native, spends much of his offseason with his family, who still live in the state. The FBI warning comes as Irving last week promoted on his social media a book and movie that features highly anti-Semitic tropes. It was about a documentary that advances the conspiracy that black people are the chosen ones from Israel and have been victimized by Jews. It lists 5 major falsehoods that Jews have perpetuated to retain power, including the Holocaust. This comes after a press conference where Kyrie Irving refused to apologize.
You said I didn't mean to cause any harm. Were you apologizing or did you not apologize?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
Are you surprised that reaction and some of the things that you did hurt people?
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from? The fact that this has pinned me against the Jewish community, and I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create, and it was something I shared, and I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility, then that's where I sit.
Yeah, he's the victim, of course. When asked specifically whether he had any anti-Semitic beliefs, Irving did not answer the question directly.
Again, I'm going to repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not going to turn into a spin-around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt.
He offered similarly vague language when asked if he believed the Holocaust happened. Irving had announced that he would donate $500,000 to the Anti-Defamation League, a Jewish civil rights organization, but has refused to back down. Earlier this week, Charles Barkley on TNT called for Irving to be suspended by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
I think the NBA dropped the ball.
In what way?
I think he should have been suspended. I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion. The NBA, they made a mistake. We have suspended people and fined people who have made homophobic slurs, and that was the right thing to do. I think if you insult the black community, you should be suspended or fined heavily. I can't believe that we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this idiot. And when you say, if I say, hey, I'm agreeing with this movie, this book, or whatever, I'm agreeing with it.
And that is the concern with the FBI warning tonight, that maybe people are listening to him. Now, obviously, it's not just Irving. Kanye West has been similarly spewing nonsense for weeks now. Drivers in Los Angeles saw its impact. An anti-Semitic group posted this banner saying Kanye's right about the Jews. Nationwide last year, known incidents of harassment, vandalism, assault at Jewish institutions increased 61% from 2020. But I want to focus on the FBI warning. Joining me now is Joshua School, who knows about both issues well. He is the former executive assistant director of the FBI and an advisor to the Security Community Network, which is dedicated to protecting the Jewish community. Thank you very much, Joshua, for coming on the show. Appreciate it. So how big a deal is it that the FBI has issued this kind of warning?
Well, Dan, I think it's a very big deal, but I also think you need to put it into context, right? It's a broad threat for which the FBI could have received information from a human source, from a wiretap, and they're trying to get out in front of the threat. And the only way to really mitigate it in the short is to highlight it to the public.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.